Oh, I see.
You want to talk about our long distance relationship today?
Oh, God, yeah, of course.
Okay, I don't even know how to start this. Like, do we talk about our relationship at first? Like, how we met and everything? Or we just straight to, we just finally saw each other?
Social media. The one good thing that came from social media.
I definitely didn't expect to meet you on Instagram, that's for sure.
Neither did I.
Meant to be, babe. And almost a year later.
Yeah, it's going to be a year.
In March, right?
February, March.
I feel like it was in March when we started talking, like, more than before. Right?
I don't remember the exact date, but...
Approximate month.
End of February, beginning of March. When it became more serious. I think.
I think so too. Okay, what's something that you think is really important in a long distance relationship?
You already know what I'm going to say.
Communication.
Communication.
I agree, baby. It's true. But that's like with everything.
I think it's very slept on. Not a lot of people communicate well. And I'm not saying we're perfect at it. I mean, nobody's perfect at anything, but we definitely work at communicating well and show that through our efforts daily.
It's true.
So it makes a big difference.
It's true, babe. It's important.
I don't think it would have gotten this far without it.
Well, no, it'd be easy to, you know, get to the point where you argue and whatnot if you don't communicate properly.
Right. But it's also, I mean, I guess society these days, in our generation, communication is just, you know, I guess to some it's the tougher route, but it's not really the tougher route.
It's the tougher route to communicate.
Right, but that's not, I mean, but it's not tough to do so. So if you communicate, I mean, wow, look how much easier things are, look how much better things are.
Right, but to your point, some people do think it's more complicated. Like, oh, instead of, you know, bringing up this situation, I'd rather not talk about it and make it worse because it's easier that way.
True.
But you and I see eye to eye in that sense.
For the most part, yeah.
But I don't know why it is complicated for other people.
Because people have options.
And I know both you and I have gone through stuff in our past too where it's like it's not our type of communication, so...
I think it's just easier instead of, you know, doing the work, communicating, you know, people just take the easy route and choose, oh, you know, I don't have to deal with this, I can go find something else. Which, again, social media gives you access to that.
A lot about options.
Right, but, I mean, it just depends on what you want. Some people think they want a relationship but don't want to put in the effort for a relationship. And that's a lot of people. They think they want it.
It's true. Because again, one of our conversations about society makes you think a certain way. But then you also have temptation on the other hand. So if you're that type of person that kind of dives into temptation, then don't be in a relationship.
Exactly. I agree.
How did you feel when you first saw me, babe? After talking to me for almost a year.
I mean, aside from the Down syndrome, babe.
Oh my gosh.
Right.
Lost your train of thought.
Intrigued. Yeah, intrigued.
Intrigued? Even more intrigued? I thought you were intrigued even before.
I was intrigued before, but now I'm just like, it's been so long to this point.
It's true.
It's been a while.
It has been long.
Nothing's changed. It's just grown.
It's like my mom says, 90-day fiance.
Oh God, yeah, exactly.
Like it's been almost a year of talking.
We should have done that. I'm telling you.
I think done 90-day fiance.
I think we should have.
We should have gone on the show.
Pretended to, you know, you be a mail order wife, and just spoken in your accent.
Romanian accent.
Exactly. I think people would have loved that. I think it would have just been a really, you know, hysterical thing to do.
How would your mom reacted with her background? my Romanian background.
I think they'd be very shocked. Honestly, what would your mother say? If I was, completely, like, didn't speak English, hypothetically. And, oh, duh, yeah.
She'd be very confused, I think, if I didn't pre-warn her. 100%.
Right. She's probably like, what is my daughter doing?
Just using Google Translate.
Yeah, right? Just talk to her in sign language. He's deaf, but he's from, he's not from here, And I'd just be like, like she wouldn't know.
No, but somehow we communicate well regardless if that was the case.
Right, we'd write it on paper.
Yeah. Or literally, I know you don't watch 90 Day Fiance, but when I did, there was couples like that they could not communicate and they would just use their phones constantly like this. And I always wondered how annoying that would be, and that also relates to what we're saying, like how communication is so important. Because you literally need that in order to build a relationship.
But in that sense, I don't think, that show, I imagine, is based off people wanting to just, I haven't seen the show, just come to the States or come, get into the country, get the benefits of it, and then, maybe it doesn't last.
Some 100% you can tell right away that's what it is. Others, they actually are in love, so it depends. Like we always say, it depends.
That show's just bizarre. It's like Catfish. Like Catfish, right? That's a show, right?
Yeah, I think it's still a show. There actually was one on 90 Day Fiance where he was catfished with, but he never FaceTimed. That's the thing, if you don't FaceTime.
Imagine.
It's just photos the whole time. Which, I mean, anyone can generate nowadays, even AI stuff. Remember at first when we told each other?
What?
Send each other a photo with a post-it note?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's not a big deal to us, though, because it's not fake. And I would imagine people that are actually talking or in love or,
Right.
working on meeting one another at some point. A picture with something that proves that, I mean, that's a given.
Right, because we just wanted to make sure. And I feel like that was like a month or two in.
I'm pretty sure I did it just jokingly because, I mean...
We were joking about catfish.
Well, from, an outside perspective, you wouldn't know. Obviously,
exactly.
You met somebody with some sort of common sense or intelligence would be like, let me see if this person's real.
Right, because you don't want to invest time.
Exactly.
For no reason. I mean, there's people in the world that are dating AI robots nowadays, though, which is also strange. But...
AI robots.
Some people don't care, baby. It's the companionship.
I agree.
Okay, what's your question about a long-distance relationship? Or...
Yeah, were you ever... I mean, what were you... I know we talked about long distance before, and most people don't really seem open to it.
Mm-hmm.
Others, some, maybe they do, but what were your thoughts on it before? Or did you ever have like a relationship where you're like, never, ever again, long distance?
No, I never had a long distance relationship, and I've always said I wouldn't have a long distance relationship because I'm very, I'm touchy-feely. I want to be around you all the time, and if I don't have that, it's hard. But I think with us, and also again to your point, our communication was so strong that it just kept building and made such a strong foundation to the point of it made it very, obvious that this was something that I wanted to pursue. Even if it's an obstacle of the distance, I think everything could conquer that, And I feel like it's true. We're here now,
right?
In person almost a year later.
Clearly it works.
Yeah, it works. I mean, obviously it doesn't work for everyone, but...
I think, again, back to our point, if somebody wants it, if somebody wants that relationship or wants to communicate with that person, they can make it work.
Right.
It just depends on the people in that partnership, relationship.
The efforts, exactly. I agree, baby. It's true. Okay, random question. One word that describes me when you first met me on Instagram versus one word right now in front of you.
Now, definitely battlemate.
Battlemate.
100%.
And what does battlemate mean to you?
Somebody I'm willing to go above and beyond for and put an effort towards. Unconditional love. Absolutely. Before, I mean, I guess intrigue, baby. Like I said before.
Intrigue.
I didn't know. Yeah. I mean, obviously striking, beautiful, which, I mean, that's on the outside though. You don't know a person until you get to know them, spend time with them.
It's true.
You know, seeing them in person.
It's very true to me. And I think we both agree it's what's on the inside that matters most.
No date.
No.
Pure outside only. No.
Pure outside.
All aesthetics. No.
We're both so vain.
Yeah,
that's all we
absolutely.
care about. What's your question?
Same question.
Same question?
Yeah.
First time I saw you on Instagram. My Instagram's private and literally lists to people I don't accept, but for some reason, I guess I also found you intriguing. Like, for whatever reason, I accepted your follower.
It was the droopy eye. It was the short bust look that was just like, oh my god.
And your helmet. Don't forget, you were wearing a helmet in your profile photo, and I said, you know, I feel bad. Just kidding.
I'm the short bust master, bro.
Just kidding. No, honestly, I don't know what it was, but there was something. Obviously, I found you attractive in your profile photo as well. That's a given. Right? And intrigued.
Yeah, I mean, I think looks are important. Being
of course.
Sexually attracted to somebody is important.
Yeah.
It's not all about that, but it is important to be physically attracted to whomever you decide to be with. Absolutely.
Right, because otherwise it would just turn into only a friendship, really, if you're living with someone, versus, like, you know, being in love, which also is, like, touchy-feely.
This is how I say I don't like you, babe. You know?
Now, baby, just pure love.
It's true.
I don't know, you just, like, give me a lot of affection that I want and need.
Well, it's been a long time, babe. I had to make up for the days that I didn't see you, so...
Well, I agree, but as long as you're always like that, like we always talk about, not just like at the beginning, honeymoon.
I just did it just to, you know, that's a daily thing, baby.
Yeah.
And it seems like common sense to always be loving and affectionate towards someone that you love. Crazy idea, I know.
I know, crazy, right? But people always stop.
Yeah, some people are different.
Because you get comfortable.
It's true.
So what are we going to do to make sure that we don't become comfortable in the future? And continue the honeymoon stage forever?
Keep communicating, keep being how we are with one another. I mean, obviously, things will happen, where, time goes on, but you still have to still be loving, still be flirting with one another, all that stuff.
Yeah, always.
Still keep that, honeymoon stage alive.
Be desired.
Yeah, baby. I would hope you, not to say, I'm not perfect, but if I ever wasn't treating you the way you want to be treated, as far as being affectionate and loving, which would never happen, but I'm just saying, you best tell me that I'm doing something wrong, because I damn sure wouldn't want to not be loving you the right way or being, affectionate towards you. If I'm doing something wrong, you should tell me, always. You're my battle mate. Call me out.
I feel like you've seen that I do if something bothers me, but it's never been anything, like we just communicate really well and just talk about it if there's something on my mind or your mind.
I think it all comes down to the communication.
Yeah. But I'll always be honest with you if something bothers me, baby.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, why let it fester? That'd be silly.
Some people do it.
Just gets worse though.
Yeah, but some people do it still. They just let it go on and they're content with it. Old couples do it. I mean,
because maybe they get to the point where they just don't care to put the effort anymore, so it's no point in having a fight, but I feel like it's worse.
I think it's habit. People get so used to certain habits, day-to-day lifestyle, and they're just like, oh, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm so used to it. I've been married for this long. What's wrong with this? It works. I mean, I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want to be in a relationship that just works.
No, of course not.
I'd want to be like, having adventures with my battlemate and just building an empire, having, endless amounts of laughs, smiles, and just knowing that she's happy. Knowing anybody around me that I love is happy. Not just content.
And yourself.
Of course. Seeing you happy would make me happy, though.
Thank you, baby.
It's true.
I agree with what you're saying, 100%. I feel like a lot of people get caught up in that day-to-day life where it's like work, come home, dinner, sleep because you're tired, and you just go through that cycle, and then people just forget to play and laugh, touch,
Right.
So it's like, I don't know, like for example, if someone were to ask you what advice would you give them, like if you do get to that point, which we all do, what would you do? Like just continue to put the effort, obviously, but
Communicate, effort. Yeah. Always put in effort.
always, if it's like buying
Always, doesn't
flowers
matter.
or extra kisses or texts or whatever it is.
I think so. Effort. Being, always joking with one another.
Yeah.
Always laughing with one another. You don't have to, I'm just saying little things, little things matter. We always joke and laugh with one another. That's not going to change.
Because you also have to be best friends, not just,
Yeah.
So, I agree, baby.
Battle mates.
Battle mates. Includes it all, baby.
How's your visit here in California?
Good, because you're beside me, baby. Of course. That's, like we've always said, it doesn't matter what we're doing. It can be like the simplest adventure.
Did I back my words with action?
In the fact that you'd show me that you love me more.
Everything.
Everything?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, baby. Of course. Of course. I know that's important to you to always back your words with action, and I agree with that. That's also another thing in any relationship, whether long distance or not. 1000%. Which is always
Exactly. Mad
always.
cow. Mad cow.
How about you? How are you liking the visit? With me here.
What's not to like, baby?
So same thing, babe?
I think like a little bit.
Just a little bit?
Just a little bit.
Makes sense. Maybe tomorrow a bit more. What's something other than communication that you thought was very apparent that worked with you versus your past experiences?
Like laughter. I know communication, is a general term. Laughter, which is a byproduct of it to some extent. I think it's different making people laugh that, have your sense of humor or sarcasm.
It's
And
true.
we're both weird. I mean, you're like, but, so,
We're both pretty weird.
we're terrible, baby, together. Oh my god.
I love it though.
I do too. I think having the same sense of humor and actually being weird together is a important thing to have with somebody.
It's true.
Laughter goes a long way.
Yep, I agree.
Alongside communication.
I also love how we can talk about any topic and we talk about it for hours sometimes. Anything,
Yeah.
any topic.
It's a good thing, getting lost in a conversation with somebody.
It is good, but I just like how you go in depth. Like if I say, I don't know, slug, you can just talk about it for 4 hours.
According to my calculations.
You give me the full life of a slug in like
right.
2 hours, baby, and I'm like, I love this.
I think it's nice to have that connection with somebody.
Yeah, I agree, baby.
Being big kids at heart, it's important.
Always. Until we're 102.
Oh, babe, that's so long to live. I don't know, babe.
Maybe if we're healthy.
I don't want to be the poster child for that pool diarrhea. I don't know. That's too old, babe. That's way too old, babe.
The poster that said, "Don't go into a pool if you have diarrhea."
Have onset diarrhea the last 14 days or past 14 days. That's gross.
The fact that that's an actual sign, people should just know to not go in a pool with diarrhea.
If I ever have to have Depends, just end me right there, please. I will, I'll show you how to use the guns, babe, and you're gonna have to look this time, because I damn sure don't want to be alive if I have to be Depends. That's so terrible. Ugh.
Babe, you know me, I don't like to talk about death.
I'd be like Stoli just everywhere.
Oh my god.
Oh, after your mom's soup. Oh no.
Also, you brought up me shooting with a gun with my eyes closed. So
it's very safe.
That was one time. And you said you would teach me how to be better at that with my eyes open in Texas one day.
Yeah, because I'm not sure what kind of instructor you had shooting a gun, but...
No, he told me I can't do that, but I don't know. It's just like the impact of a bullet coming out of the gun is scary. It's like closing my eyes when I was aiming.
Just blind fire. You just see your target, it's the dude with the gun pointing at you, and it's just there's a target, and then they're just all around the picture of the guy.
It actually wasn't bad. It was pretty close.
I remember you said that, but
But you don't know how, because my
lucky shot.
Well, before I shot, I obviously looked at the trigger properly, and when I pressed it, that's when I closed my eyes. So technically speaking, my hands didn't move. As in, I was still holding the gun.
Move. What? My hands didn't move.
I was still holding the gun the same direction.
So you just closed your eyes, just shot straight?
Yes, my love.
How do you shoot straight with your eyes closed, babe?
Baby, it worked.
You know you have to look at the reticle, the iron sights.
The what?
Iron sights. On the top of the handgun.
Oh, I didn't know that was what it's called.
Iron sights.
I understand. Well, you have a lot to teach me then, babe.
Keep one eye open.
One eye or both?
Some people shoot with one eye. That way they can line it.
Yeah, that's what I was doing, but then it closed.
The plot thickens, babe.
Silly babe. Well, okay, do you remember the first time you shot a gun?
Yeah. As a kid.
Yeah, you probably closed your eyes.
No. What are you supposed to see? That's when I'm like, what? You closed your eyes? Yeah, I remember. I was first grade.
That's crazy to me. The States versus Canada. I guess going back to long distance, is there anything else, do you think?
It's not for the faint-hearted, I guess. If you're gonna do long distance, communication has to be at the top of your priorities. Otherwise, I'm not talking about us, but if people have, insecurities and things like that, probably wouldn't work. And that's why you need good communication. Us, it's a whole different topic, because we talk. Of course, will never make you feel that type of way as far as being insecure or anything like that, because I would never do that to you, and we communicate. And
We do.
that would never happen between you and I. And if it did, hypothetically in a ridiculous
I'm like,
scenario,
I don't even want to hear it, babe.
no, exactly, right? I would imagine you know, like we've talked in the past, talk it out, tell me what is bothering you, what I can do to alleviate that, and go from there.
You're saying if I did something behind your back?
No, I'm saying if you felt a type of way.
Okay.
Jeez.
I'm like, what?
Yeah, babe.
No, babe, that would, like you just said, would never happen. We both put effort aside from the communication, and for me, it's the reassurance on your end that helps me a lot, especially with long distance. Like, you need that
I agree.
a lot. I don't know if you feel that way, but as a woman, that's how I feel, and it's always appreciated.
I'm always honest with you, baby, and I always, you know, tell you between you and all your personalities that you know, I have my fair share of different sides, babe. So
Different sides.
yeah, baby.
I know you're not even kidding.
I am kidding. Good gracious.
Okay, quickly before we go, what's the top 3 to 5 things you're trying to manifest this year?
Top 3 to 5 things, babe.
Or one if you can't think of 3.
Is it on our vision boards? Vision board. Everything on my vision board. Those are the 3. I mean.
Yeah, well, wait. Let's say it out loud. It's important for manifesting.
Okay, let's say it together.
Okay. Okay. So wealth, money.
Wealth and money, more discipline.
More discipline.
Our health.
And what does this one mean to you?
More adventures with my battle mate.
More adventures, yeah. I agree. The Defender, we've seen it a million times even today. It's coming, babe.
It's definitely.
Are we going to Bali this year? Because we have a photo of Bali, or is that just
I think so.
adventures?
I think that's a good adventure. Venom's going to Calgary.
Yeah.
He's going to be there.
We got this one done now.
We still have more work to do with that one. More sharpening our mindset, our skill sets, and our practices. And then traveling more.
Lots of travel, baby.
Oh yeah, silky chickens.
Do you think you'll get a silky chicken?
I would like many of them. I'm gonna name them. Oh yeah, and a Bernese Mountain Dog.
You gonna get that this year too?
I hope Blue doesn't eat them. He won't.
I doubt it.
I think Stoli might.
Stoli.
He's like, oh, a chicken nugget.
He'd for sure chase after them.
What?
Disagreeing with everything, baby.
That's good.
Happiness, love. Obviously being grateful for everything.
Always
Wealth.
communicating well.
Communicating well.
Effort.
Abundance in everything we want, baby.
True. Yeah, right.
Do you like your brandy?
The cognac? Yeah, man, that's good. How do you
The
like
cognac.
it? Right.
I feel like the way you're sitting with your brandy, you need a cigar in your hand.
Very gorgeous.
Me too, baby.